Hello, welcome to part 3. This is going to be the quarter 1 wrap up for manga and anime. I've only watched one anime, but we're still going to add it in. We'll start with the first manga that I read this year, which was A Cat from Our World and the Forgotten Witch. I read volume 2 this year. I read volume 1 last year. And this is just a really wholesome kind of found family anime about a cat that gets isekai'd into a fantasy world and ends up taking up residence in this witch's house. So it's just really, I blow through these. It's just really cute. And I gave that one, I think, 4 stars? Yeah. Next one is, we're going to skip that one. So the next one that I'm going to talk about is I read Just Like Mona Lisa. I think I read volume 1 and 2. Yeah, I've finished volume 1 and 2. The first one I wasn't sure how to feel about yet, so I gave it 3 stars. It essentially follows a world where everyone is born genderless until puberty, and then they choose their gender. And the main character is 17 in high school and still has not switched genders. They're still genderless. So there was a lot of, not a lot, but there was some language that I wasn't sure how to feel about, which is why I gave it 3 stars to begin with. The second volume, I bumped it up to 4 stars because of the continuation of the story, and I'm actually starting to like this story. I'm just taking the language that they use with a grain of salt and kind of being critical about it. So that one I gave 4 stars. And then the next one I read is an audio, and it was a light novel. I did the audio for Reincarnated as a Sword for the light novel volume 1. This one I gave 3 stars. It's essentially about a guy who gets reincarnated in another world as a sword, gets picked up by a black cat girl, and they go on adventures together, essentially. There is some misogynistic language in this one, so I only gave it 3 stars. And it's, a lot of the characters are kind of a little bit perverted, like most anime and manga can be. With younger girls, I think Fran is only 12 or so, barely a teenager in this. So, yeah. And then I read volume 1 of Mr. Villain's Day Off, and this was hilarious. I read it in one sitting. I gave it 5 stars. It's literally just about the leader of the villain league and what he does when he's not doing villain shit. And it's the cutest little thing. He's essentially an alien from another world. So he's just doing a whole bunch of things that he's never seen before or whatnot, because now he's on Earth and he didn't have this stuff. And it's just really cute. It's funny and it's cute and it's great. And the next ones, I read the first and second volume of The Moon on a Rainy Night. This one follows 2 characters. They're both in high school, both girls. One of them is hard of hearing and wears a hearing aid, and the other girl is, I have a feeling what they're going for is to kind of paint her as intellectually stunted a little bit, just based on the way that she keeps saying to this other character that she's slow, she's not she's dumb, whatever. So I don't know if that's the direction it's gonna go, but it does have disabled rep with the hard of hearing character, and it is sapphic. So I read the first 2 volumes of those. I gave them both 5 stars. It's really cute. There's a lot of talk about disability and having to explain to non-disabled people over and over again your accommodations or why you can't do something, things like that, and how exhausting it is to do that constantly, every day, multiple times a day. And then the last ones that I read is also the anime that I've watched, which is Fairy Tail. I've read volumes 1 through 8 so far, and I've watched the anime up until episode 218. So, this one, I'm sure a lot of people already know what Fairy Tail is, but it follows a wizard guild named Fairy Tail. Mostly it follows after Lucy Heartfilia, who is a celestial spirit wizard. And then she is a very found family. The guild literally is a family. They say it multiple times, and it's just a whole bunch of adventures, crazy shit, property damage. It's just characters flying off the wall kind of thing. And then I'll add in here the webtoons that I've read so far this year. So I've been reading Boyfriends. I don't remember what episode I'm on right now, but I've been reading that one, and that one's really fucking cute. It's about a polycule that's all 4 boys. It's literally 4 boys who are all dating each other, and it's adorable. And then I've been keeping up with the Heartstopper webtoon as Alice is releasing it. So that is all of the manga, graphic novel, webtoon, anime, all of that I've read so far in this year. So yeah, see you next time.